With the Miami Heat facing the Denver Nuggets in the NBA Finals, it can be very easy to write off the Heat in this series. The Heat have had a historic playoff run, but once again, the other team, this time being the Denver Nuggets, are clearly the far better team. But am I crazy to think that the Miami Heat still have a shot here? Miami have come so far as an 8th seed, and if they're to win the finals, they have to find a way to slow down Nikola Jokic, or at least everyone around him. Their zone defense has worked wonders in the playoffs, but on the flip side, Jokic has made everyone guarding him look absolutely silly in the playoffs, and Bam Adebayo will be no exception. I would be utterly surprised if Bam isn't eaten alive by Jokic in this series. And it's also very important to note that the Denver Nuggets are the best team in the NBA when it comes to scoring against the zone defense. But what helps the Heat out in this situation is having Erik Spoelstra as their head coach. I'm sure he can come up with the right defensive game plan to slow down Jokic and also neutralize their perimeter shooters as well. Miami should look to keep someone tight on Jamal Murray on the perimeter at all times. Phoenix and LA couldn't figure out Denver, so let's see if Spoelstra can. Offensively, I think the Heat should look to run a lot of high pick and rolls involving Jokic to help wear him down throughout the game. Advanced stats show that the efficiency of Jokic takes a slight hit in the second and fourth quarters, so having him be a focal point in the Miami offense should look to open up things for everyone else to score. But most importantly, for the Miami Heat to have a slither of a chance to be champions, Jimmy Butler has to show up. The odds are stacked against Miami literally, as no team other than this Denver Nuggets team has been this heavily favored in the NBA Finals since the Golden State Warriors in 2018. Solid outings from your role players are always welcome. Bam Adebayo has already showed us that he can't really be counted on, and you can only really hope for the best when it comes to Tyler Hero right now. But like I already said before, and pretty much what every basketball fan with an actual brain is already thinking, Butler has to go out there and get buckets. He's far from being the most talented, and he's far from being the most skilled player on the floor. If the Heat want a real shot at winning it all, it doesn't matter what all they do, Jimmy Buckets, has to go out there, be dominant, and score.